Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Mr. David Goldman. I feel like I haven't seen you for like 2 weeks. I don't think
You were off, just skiing around the world.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good, man. It wasn't as, as exciting as what I thought it would be, because I do it all the time. No.
Yeah, well.
I'm joking, I love it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was just sitting back every day, not really skiing.
Just carving down the mountain. I saw those videos of you.
Well, the thing is the videos weren't great, because I will say to you, there was some kids in front of me, and they were a little bit all over the mountain, so I was getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because every time I went to go left,
right,
they'd go left. I'm like, oi.
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 Get out of the way.
Stay left.
Get out of the way. I love it. Well, it looked fun.
It was good. How you been, buddy?
Been great, been busy. New Year's, just clinic's been busy. Yeah. And we've just been, we missed you here. But you know what I got to tell you I love?
Oh, what?
The new song for the show.
Oh, you do?
It is so catchy. Like, every time it's like, midday.
Yeah, it's good.
They did a great job.
Didn't they?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good way to start off 2019.
Yep.
And we have lots happening in the month of February. We'll tell you a little bit about that later on. Lots more exciting stuff happening. But talking about skiing, do you want to tell everyone what's happening?
Guys, we've got a really big promotion going right now. How would you like to go and have a fun in a winter wonderland? Snowshoe and ABC 36 are hosting a fantastic giveaway. This is valued at over $1,000. Now, to enter, all you have to do is go over to WTVQ.com and click on the contest tab. The contest closes on January 31st, and we will announce the winner on February 1st. Good luck, guys.
All right. Well, that's where I go every year, and I'm probably going to go again in March.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's so close to us, and it's such an incredible resort.
Yeah, it's great. Have a good time there, everyone. All right. I wanted to show you this because it's such a great story. I would say, no, it's an inspiring story.
No, like this girl, I watched it before the show, and I was just like,
she's crazy.
She's so much fun.
Well, when I say crazy, incredible crazy.
Energetic.
No, she's stuck with the landing with style. Katelyn Ohashi is now a viral sensation after her recent floor routine. Take a look at this video footage from last night's ABC World News.
Gymnast Katelyn Ohashi about to perform her floor routine at the Collegiate Challenge. It was anything but routine. Her UCLA teammates right there cheering her on. The video seen more than 22 million times. Katelyn began as a toddler, spending 4 years on the USA Gymnastics junior national team. In 2013, beating future Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles.
Katelyn Ohashi wins it.
But training to be an Olympic athlete would take its toll. A fractured back, 2 torn shoulders. She needed a break. But Katelyn would return, going on to compete at UCLA, where she says she found herself again in this Players Tribune video.
It's not me standing on a podium with medals. It's me being able to walk out with a smile on my face.
This weekend, her routine ending like this. High fives from the team and a perfect 10 from the judges.
Okay, I just have to say, I love watching inspiring stories. Now, just remember, her injuries were amazing, but the closing part of that routine gave me goosebumps.
She really, her energy, the fact, I was watching another report with her, and she's like, it just brings in so much laughter and fun to the sport, where she felt like gymnastics had really lost that.
Yeah,
and
well, there's been a lot of controversy.
Oh, definitely. It was so inspiring.
Yeah.
Such a good story.
And I want everyone to know, those type of videos, those type of inspiring stories. There's conversations that she might be even better than Simone Biles. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Simone Biles will also say, you go for it, girl.
Yeah.
You've been injured, and now you've come back and had the perfect 10 scores. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. She's so high. She looks amazing.
That energy.
Can I just say that's my favorite song, Proud Mary?
Oh, well, I love when they turned on the Michael Jackson at the end. So it's just all around.
Look at this. She's just doesn't stop. That's like me on a Friday morning. I'm bouncing around like a kangaroo.
She knows she has it. She does. You can tell she's like, I'm on fire, and I know that.
Yeah, look at this. I think it's amazing. Good
Oh,
for
yeah.
her. Alrighty, everyone, tell us what you think. We've posted that up on our Facebook page. A woman in China claims she can no longer hear men.
Well, that's a blessing.
I have to say to you, I think every woman in the world says, how do I have this?
Yeah, where
how
can I get
this? Yeah, all right. She can no longer hear men, and the comments to this story are receiving backlash. Now, the woman went to bed feeling sick with a ringing in her ear, and the next morning she couldn't hear her actual boyfriend. At the hospital, doctors discovered she was low-frequency hearing loss. Okay, now some of the comments to the story are things like, doctors will call it hearing loss, I call it evolution. Others' comment was simply a blessing.
Yep.
Immediately people said these comments were insensitive, especially to the deaf and hard of hearing communities. Look, she is obviously deaf, goddamn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is, I guess, insensitive towards the non-hearing community. I get that part.
Right.
But there's also a lot of satire
Yeah.
that could be given that. And this was on her, she posted it as well.
I think you have to make light of situations also.
And I don't think it was permanent.
No, they said that they were able to, I believe she was able to wear a hearing aid
Yeah.
to help pick it up and
Yeah.
whatnot. And I don't think that people are really, they're not
No.
really poking fun at the deaf community in any way. It's like, I think their more intentions are, yeah, like for example, a wife is like, oh, now I can't hear my husband. Great.
Well, don't men,
Love that.
don't women always say that men have selective hearing?
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, it's a bit perfect.
And my grandmother was completely deaf without her hearing aids. And every time you'd go up to kiss her hello, her hearing aids would start making that
Oh.
beeping sound.
Yes.
Which meant, and I used to always say, Nuna, you're allergic to men. Do you know what I mean? And she used to just slap my face.
Yeah, well, tough cookie. Tough cookies.
But it does make you, I'm just saying it just gave you a bit of a giggle.
Yeah, I
We
think
all
it-
need a bit of a giggle.
You have to laugh.
Alrighty, everyone. A family spends over $1,500 for a flight from Spain to England, but they said they were forced to sit on the floor for most of the flight. Why, you may ask? Because their seats were missing. I don't believe this. All right. The row of seats they paid for simply didn't exist. They claimed during the takeoff and landing they sat in the flip seats located in the crew section of the plane, but then during the actual flight they were directed to sit on the floor. Since the attendants needed items behind those seats, the family then states the airline offered to give them $39 for their trouble.
Well,
Now they paid $1,600, as I
a
said.
lot has come out with this story because it did get investigated. And
Was it true?
Yeah, it was
Oh, it
true.
was
Troy.
true?
Yeah. And they've
Don't
investigated
you love how
it.
I investigate myself before I read the story? I like to be surprised.
I got to keep them on his
Yeah.
toes, people. So it's one of those things where I thought the same thing when I read it. And so I was looking at it, and they were talking about how there's basically a group over in Britain that will help consumers, and they'll investigate things. And they got deep into it, and they said everything the airline did was legal. And the airline basically said that because of some confusion in the transportation, when they exchanged planes, they had two seats that were wrong instead of the three, and they didn't want to like put one of them out. But would you imagine if only $39 was?
Yeah, but I just have to say, I don't know how all that would be legal, because I also know that being a flight attendant, not, don't they have rules about sitting on the floor?
They said it was okay what they did, and they said it was okay that they sat in the actual like seats, the crew seats
Yeah.
during
No, I
the
get
takeoff, which I didn't know was okay.
No,
to
you
do.
can, but there's more crew seats.
There's
so some of the
extras.
crew might have been down the back of the plane. Or,
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's always more crew seats.
I just couldn't believe the airline said, "Hey, we'll give you $39 for your troubles."
I'm still having a problem with it.
I know it's just kind of one of those outlandish things that
know.
you're just like, would that really happen?
Yeah, tell
But-
us what you think. We put it up on Facebook. Something else that I'm having a problem with right now is Steve Harvey's family is in the spotlight. Now, his wife filmed and posted on Instagram a video of his grandchildren pretending to breastfeed their dolls. Now, immediately people responded saying it's inappropriate and a video for pedophiles, while others called it beautiful. Steve's wives eventually responded to the hateful comments, saying, quote, "Clearly some of you all weren't breastfed. Maybe that's the problem. Some of you all need a hug." Thoughts?
Well, you know what? I think this is fine. Like, I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think, you know, now today with social media, you're going to get, somebody's going to make a comment. And I don't think it's a big deal. Like,
Really?
yeah, you know, I don't think it's necessarily something I would ever post, you know, because I understand the whole, like, there's a lot of sickos out there, and you might not want that online, you know, your kids, your grandkids.
I'm just trying to get my head around it. You know, I have a pretty open mind.
Yeah.
And I just, when I saw this story and I read it, I just thought to myself, I don't know whether this is a good thing.
Right. Well, again, though, like, it's just kind of, to me, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
I think it can be, though. And obviously people out there have thought that.
Right.
Now, you know, I'm all for people breastfeeding in public. That doesn't faze me.
Right.
Put a nice sheet over yourself or a cover cloth or
Right.
whatever. I don't really care about all that stuff.
Right.
You know, but I just have, I don't know why it's bothering me about the children. It makes me feel uneasy and not, I think, because of predators.
Right,
I
well-
think that's the part that I'm feeling uneasy about.
Definitely, like, and you know, I think that was one of the major comments was
Yeah,
like,
it
this
was.
is this could be good for pedophiles or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
But I think it's just one of those things where they put it up, it's
Yeah.
their business.
It is there. It's there, but you post your children at your own detriment.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely up to you.
Yeah.
Hey, now, I've got to tell you about this one, David.
Okay.
Staff at a Long Island middle school told their students to leave their expensive Moncler hats at home because students kept losing, you ready for this? The $350 articles of clothing.
Wow.
Now, in a letter to school officials said, "We understand that fashion is very important to our middle schoolers. However, we have had many students who have worn their Moncler winter pom-pom hats to school and either lost or misplaced them. The school made this dramatic move because the loss of the hats has disrupted class, interrupted the students' attention, and wasted faculty time." Now, I had to ask someone, what is middle school? Now, because you call it different here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's up to 11 years of age?
You know, 12 or 13 even.
Oh, 11 to 13, sorry. I want to know, so I said this, I want to know what 11 to 13-year-olds are wearing $350 Moncler hats. I was then shut down because she proceeded to tell me her son wears $700 shoes to school. And I said, "You're bougie."
I know who you're talking about, and I love her. She's like
She bougie?
She's one of my favorite people on our team, and she also takes care of me with Red Bull.
Right.
So, yes, her son should have his own show. We've talked about it many a
But
times.
let's get back to
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
He steals the
I
attention.
think $350 for a beanie, even I wouldn't pay that. And I love skiing.
And I know you love fashion.
And Moncler is one of the best ski
yeah.
brands out there. I have to say, I agree with the school.
Oh, I think it was a great move by the school. And you know, you're right though. That is outlandish. But
For a beanie.
For a beanie. But people are crazy, Troy. That's what we have to remember here. You know, and the fact that the school had to get involved with this, how many of these kids were wearing these hats?
That's what I want to know. What sort of school is this?
Yeah.
And I went to a private boys' boarding school. Do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't have $350 hats. In fact, I don't even think we had a hat.
Well, you know, it's Long Island, so I'm sure it's very, you know, it's high end.
Well, I get it.
But I love that they were like, we know fashion's important, but.
For an 11-year-old. Look, tell me what you think, people.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm completely missing the boat on this one. Yeah, head over to Facebook page. Alrighty, a father received a visit from police after he posted a joke on Facebook about feeding his 5-year-old baby hot chili sauce. Okay, now at TGI Fridays, the man's partner was breastfeeding the infant, and then he decided to hold their child so she could actually eat. The man ate hot wings without thinking, decided to use his knuckle as a pacifier. All sounds pretty innocent, which had a bit of hot sauce on it. He says the baby made a face, but then nothing else happened. The father posted on Facebook, apparently, 5-day-old babies don't like it when their dads put their fingers in their mouths after eating hot wings. That was one of the comments. A concerned person called the police on him, and the police left after speaking with the tearful father, admitting they didn't see the Facebook post before responding to the call. Look.
Yeah, I know. People are just...
Yeah, but he put it on Facebook.
But he
It's
also...
a bit like the Steve Harvey thing.
But he put it on Facebook. I'm just joking.
No, I get it.
You know, but you're right. People get crazy, and that's what you have to think about before you post.
Yeah.
You're right, Troy.
I just think this whole social media thing, people, is crazy, and you reap what you sow when you put those things out there. Look, our parents in Australia, all parents, fed us on Vegemite to pacify our gums. Everyone in America hates that product, and we had to eat it, okay, as kids. I now eat it by the teaspoon.
You need to try it. You need to look for it.
But here's the thing, I didn't like chili sauce as a kid.
Right.
So why would a 5-day-old baby want it?
Well, you know, it was just, I think he was just eating wings, had a little on it.
And didn't think.
Yeah, and just kind of like put his little knuckle in there to pacify it. And
Yeah.
But then to put it on Facebook, I just want to know who sent the police over there.
A concerned parent or child or